Good evening, everybody. Would you please rise and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Here.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Here.
I'll note that Councilwoman Markot's absent tonight.
Yeah, she has the flu, unfortunately.
Okay. Councilman Marcocha?
Here.
Supervisor Colavita?
Here. Thank you all, and hope Sheila feels better. I think half the town has the flu, unfortunately. But we have opportunity to address the board on a specific agenda item. All right, we'll move forward on that. Appointments. We have a senior office assistant in recreation appointment. And this memorandum comes from our controller, Dawn Donovan, recommending the probationary appointment of Laura Farrell of Scarsdale, New York, to the position excuse me, of senior office assistant recreation. Laura has successfully passed the civil service exam, and her name appears on the Westchester County Civil Service List, 68474. If approved, the appointment will be effective on February 14th, 2025, Group 7, Step 2, Schedule 3, at the annual salary of $65,274. The probationary period will run not less than 12 weeks and not more than 52 weeks, and funds have been provided for in the 2025 budget. She has been in the position for quite a while. She's done an excellent job, and we're very happy that she is able to, entertain this civil service position. So I'll make the motion for the probationary appointment of Laura Farrell to the position of Senior Office Assistant Recreation, effective 2/14/25, at the annual salary and CSEA grade set forth above. Someone care to make a second?
Second.
All right, please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilman Marcocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Next is a senior office assistant appointment. This is upon the recommendation of Dawn Donovan, our town controller, and she's recommending the probationary appointment of Dina Morgan, also of Eastchester, to the position of Senior Office Assistant Automated Systems. She has successfully passed the civil service exam, and her name appears on the Westchester County Civil Service List, 68474. If approved, the appointment will be effective on February 14th, 2025, Group 5, Step 9A, Schedule 3, at the annual salary of $65,402. This probationary period will run not less than 12 weeks and not more than 52 weeks. Funds have been provided for in the 2025 budget. Someone care to make a motion on Ms. Morgan?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilman Marcocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Next, we have a late flying item in the appointment division. We have a memorandum from the controller respectfully requesting the probationary appointment of Kevin O'Shea to the position of police officer. Mr. O'Shea is currently employed as a police officer in the city of New York. The appointment is contingent upon receipt of final approval from the Westchester County Department of Human Resources of the transfer and is pending successful completion of his medical and background requirements. As provided in the Westchester County Civil Service rules, it is necessary for him to serve a probationary period of a minimum of 12 weeks to a maximum of 52 weeks. The appointment will be effective on February 5th, 2025, at a salary of $71,616 annual pay, holiday pay of $3,611, and funds have been provided for in our 2025 budget. And I would make the motion for the probationary appointment of Kevin O'Shea as an Eastchester police officer, effective February 5th, 2025, at the annual salary indicated above that I read out. We had an interview with Mr. O'Shea. He appears to be an excellent candidate for Eastchester police officer, and we're delighted that he has, agreed to transfer. Someone care to make a motion on a second on my motion?
Second.
Thank you. Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilman Marcocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Okay, now we have approval of minutes of the January 21st, 2025 Town Board meeting. Any amendments or modifications? There being none, someone care to make a motion to approve the minutes as submitted?
So moved. Second.
Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilman Marcocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Next, we have reports of departments, boards, and commissions. We have our Law Department report. Mr. Rader?
Yes, good evening. I have a resolution authorizing the settlement of a certiorari proceeding instituted by Worth Ponfield LLC, affecting the premises known as Section 4, Block 1, Lot 4. The assessment years on this property are from 2019 through 2024, and the tax years are from 2020 through 2025, and the total town tax refund on this property is $807.33.
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe.
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson.
Aye.
Councilman Markocha.
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita.
Aye. Next, we have correspondence, a memorandum from the controller on a personnel appointment. We have a single position, recreation. I'll make a motion. Ask for a second, please.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe.
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson.
Aye.
Councilman Markocha.
Aye.
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita.
Next, I have a memo from the controller on the 2024 year-end budget transfers, and we have, a host of miscellaneous budget transfers here, in all the different departments, so they're all somewhat de minimis. I'll make a motion to approve same as submitted, and ask for a second, please.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe.
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson.
Aye.
Councilman Markocha.
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita.
Aye. Next, I have a memorandum from the controller regarding a memorandum of agreement, an MOA, for the Eastchester Police Lieutenants and Captains Association. Several years ago, the lieutenants and captains created their own collective bargaining entity, and we have been negotiating with them. We just concluded our patrol contract, and we now have this contract here, or agreement, I should say, and it is predominantly the same as the patrol. It's a 3.5% raise for 4 years, increase in longevity for the same period by $250 for those that were in years 16 to 24, and after 25, $250. Also, the health insurance contribution is changed up a little bit. Most of the guys are in for a while. The lieutenants have been in for a while, but the last one is 10 until retirement is 12.5%. So this, I think, is a very reasonable agreement. Our lieutenants work very, very hard. They do an excellent job. We only have a few lieutenants, and they do a lot of work, each of them. And we have a very good department, as seen by all the transfers in that want to come into our department, because it's structured and run very well. So I'll make the motion to approve this and ask for a second, please.
Second.
All right. Any further comments? Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe.
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson.
Aye.
Councilman Markocha.
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita.
Aye. Next, I have a memorandum from the assessor regarding a tax refund application, and this is pertaining to Section 60, Block 1, Lot 4A, and this is simply due to an incorrect 2024 school tax bill, so the taxpayer is entitled to a refund in the amount of $4,200.83. I'll make the motion on this. Ask for a second, please.
Second.
All right. Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe.
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson.
Aye.
Councilman Markocha.
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita.
Aye. Lastly, in correspondence, we have a memorandum from the town court regarding a language interpreting services for the Eastchester Town Court, and by law, we have to provide for interpretation and interpreting services, I should say, for anyone that comes to the court that is unable to speak the English language. This is on an as-needed basis. It is predominantly by phone, I might add, and it's basically $1 a minute for the Spanish, Chinese, Russian, Japanese, et cetera, it goes on. And if need be, if they have to attend a hearing, it's a little bit more than that. It's a couple $100, for the event. But generally, it usually occurs by phone interpretation, or sometimes if they're here, they do it, live. So anyway, that's what this agreement is for. I'll make the motion for the approval of language line services, and ask for a second, please.
Second.
Thank you. Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe.
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson.
Aye.
Councilman Markocha.
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita.
Aye. Next, that brings us to miscellaneous business. There is none, so we're going to move to council member reports. Councilman Markocha.
Thank you, Supervisor. Just a couple of announcements here. Eastchester High School Student Athletic Council is having a senior sweetheart dance for all of our senior residents this Saturday, February 8th at 4 p.m. in the Eastchester High School cafeteria. Please wear red or pink and enter the school from the back entrance near the turf field. Any questions, please call Sally at 914-771-3311. And also join Eastchester's own Tina Zaccardi and winner of the Great American Baking Show for a hands-on class where you will learn how to make scones that taste like Irish soda bread. This class is for residents 18 and over and will be held on Thursday, March 6th at 7 p.m. at the Community Center at Lake Isle. Please log on to our website at www.eastchester.org for more information and to register. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Councilwoman Nicholson.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Good evening, everyone. There is a Eastchester Environmental Committee meeting this week on Thursday evening at 7:30 here at the community room in the town hall, and all are welcome. And a big shout out to everyone. Thank you for supporting Team Rally for Regina at the blood donation at Tuggo Community Center this past Saturday. They had a wonderful turnout, and thank you to all that supported that. That is all I have this evening. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Jacoby.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Information for our summer camp for 2025 is now available online at eastchester.gov. Click our Parks and Recreation section. For this year, the registration date will be on Saturday, March 22nd at 10 a.m. So please make sure your accounts are ready to go and are working, and you remember your passwords, because as you know, a lot of these age groups fill up pretty quickly. And that concludes my report.
All right, my own report, you guys covered pretty much everything, so we'll move to second opportunity to address the board. There being no one, someone care to make a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Very good. See you later. Thank you.